Okay, so we're going to start on the second assignment. You've already finished the first one. It shouldn't have taken you too long. Now we're going to go to the second one. The second one is going to go in this empty spot. We need to make a square again. So we're going to do the process over again. If your line was straight, you could do a shortcut. You could decide to measure 5.5. Remember, we found that number the last time. We could just measure once, and then we can line up the ruler with our line that we already made. Nice little shortcut. So now we have that divided all the way down. So this part, before we can start drawing lines like this, we need to divide this into a square, into 4 squares, okay? So to do that, we need to have our little sheet out again. Hopefully your sheet of paper is the same as mine. So now we need to divide 2 into 5.5. 2 goes into 5 2 times, which is 4. That means we have 1 left over, and we'll bring down the 5. 2 goes into 15 7 times. 2 times 7 is 14. And then we have a 1 and a 0. So 2 goes into 10 5 times. Okay, so this is our new number, okay? 2.75 inches. So whenever we are finding the middle of 5.5, it is going to be 2.75, okay? That's the middle. So remember we talked about quarters, 25, 50, 75, a whole, okay? So when we are drawing our lines for 2.75, we go to 2, 25, 50, 75, right there, okay? Now we need to do the same thing at the bottom. 2, 25, 50, 75, right there. And the best part about drawing a square is that we already have the measurements for the other side. So after I draw this line, I'm going to use my ruler to line up that edge, hold my ruler down in place, pressing hard if I need to, lining up my pencil to my ruler. There we go. Now, when I'm finding the middle on this side, I can use this same measurement because this side is 5.5 as well. So 2.75. So I'm using this same measurement, right? Because a square is equal sides. And I'm going to pull my ruler to the other side. 2.75, little dash. And then I can connect those dashes together. Hold down my ruler. There we go. All right, so now you can start the next assignment. The first step tells you to put dots in there. This one you can freehand those dots, okay? So you're making a tile design, so you want to put them in similar spots, but it doesn't have to be 100% accurate. So you don't have to measure where your dot is, just eyeball it to the best of your ability. I think I'm going to put mine here. So then I'll put it here, try to line it up a little bit, and then when I bring it down here, it'll be closer to the bottom on there. So wherever you put it, just eyeball it, try to make it close, and then you can get started with drawing your lines coming from your vanishing points. So I'm going to go ahead and do one demo so you can see how it's supposed to look. If I am drawing my line to hit this wall, it's going to bounce back up to this point. So it's going to kind of connect and it's going to make a V. Oops, my ruler moved. Don't want that to happen. Make sure you're holding your ruler down good. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same thing down here. Oops, my ruler moved again. Tricky little guy. And there. Okay, when my line goes to touch this line, it's going to bounce back to this point. So kind of see how it's creating a pattern. When it goes over here, connects back over here. Remember, it doesn't have to be 100% perfect, but do your best to try to line up those lines. So if you're doing one thing on one side, kind of flip your ruler over and try to do the same thing on the other side. Again, it does not have to be perfect. We are just practicing how to use our rulers, how to measure, refreshing those skills because you probably haven't used those in a little bit, and creating a cool design while you're doing it. Remember, reach out to me if you need help with anything. I will support you the best that I can. And good luck. I can't wait to see what you guys create.